We are at the Creators of the Future workshop week 3, and I am absolutely delighted to see the comments growing day by day. You know, generally this is what happens week 3 into any program, whether it is fitness or whatever it is that people take up, that by week 3 it starts to wean off. You know, the crowd becomes thinner, people's interest fades away, they get distracted, they get convinced they can't do it, or they convince themselves it cannot be done. So to see the comments growing is such a joy. You know, it's like in the reality show that every week there is an elimination. Life is like that, that weeks into the year there is this whole elimination program going on, and I think we are going to create a record and going to create history where I feel that the people who will finish the program will be much higher in number than the people who started it. So week 2 was about setting your goals. It was about writing the 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 steps that you will take to get there. And I have replied to all of your comments until now. If you have just put in, I will do that. Now let's go to the next step. What after here? And my workshop today is about partnerships and collaborations. Now I'll explain that to you with the help of cricket. You know, now imagine a scenario where there is one ball left, you are the batsman, there is, or the batswoman, there is one ball left and there are 7 runs still to go. Now imagine a scenario like this. Now I know we have just started the year, but you see, some of you, and I have read through this, have set such lofty goals. You have set such aspirational goals that in the beginning only some of you are doubting that, you know, yeah, this situation seems like 1 ball and 7 runs. Now let me take this forward and tell you this. Now even if it is 1 ball and 7 runs, even if your goals are too big for you to fathom, is there still a possibility in cricket, in this situation, that you can win? And the answer is yes. So how does that yes come about? That yes comes as that if there is a no ball, then your chances of winning go higher, okay? Because you see, in cricket, per ball you can make, the maximum is 6 runs, okay? And there are exceptions, and it is these exceptions that I'm going to highlight as a part of the workshop today. So there could be a no ball, there could be a wide, there could be an overthrow. I don't know if in overthrow you can make the runs, but I will say it. You have to excuse my lack of expertise in the sport. There could be an overthrow, and then when you hit a 6, that's how you have 1 ball, 7 runs or more. But look at this. Here there is something that you must do, and there is something that must happen external to you. Now that is the trick about life, sports, business, or whatever it is that you have decided that you would get to. There is something that you could do, but that extra, that magic, or that you know, reaching the finish line happens also with the cooperation on this side. Now see, in sports it's only one person winning. It's about who will win and who will lose. So when this guy fails at this, actually he lost and you won. But in life we are going to talk about partnerships and collaborations, where when this happens, he wins and you win, where no matter how much you do, you also need the help and support of this side. So let me explain this further now in life for you. Now let's say you want to go from here to New York, let's say from Bombay to New York. Now look at the partnerships that you are going to have. What can you do? You can book your ticket, you can book a cab, you can book a train, and you can land at New York. That is what you will do. But you also have a larger partnership at play, where if your cab driver has lost his marbles and he smashes the car, you cannot make it. Where if your flight gets delayed, you are not going to make it. What if the trains get called off? You know, there was one time I was coming back from LA to Bombay and the flights got cancelled because there was a pilot strike. You're not going to make it. So as much as you may be prepared, there is also something that must happen this side in accordance. And partnerships and collaborations means you are going to also take ownership of this side. You're going to take responsibility for this side. So when I go for a workshop by road, you know, let's say from Bombay to Nasik or Bombay to Pune or further distances, so I always land up telling the cab driver, I tell him, are you tired? अब थक तो नहीं गए हैं? थक गए हैं तो मुझे बता देना, मैं चला लूँगी. Because you need to have that. And sometimes just saying that, it sets him up to feel that somebody cares, and the guy now is even more sensitive to me as a passenger. The point I'm trying to make very simply is that you have to take responsibility on this side. नहीं तो क्या होगा, आप छक्का भी मार देंगे और फिर गेम भी हार जाएंगे. And then you can keep explaining and justifying to people, but I did my best. But boss, you did not win the game. To win the game, you need this side on your side. Imagine this scenario, that this is you, okay, here at the center, and you have this goal to reach Z. Okay, now you have this expertise and influence, and the journey becomes adventurous because you have this distance to cover. Now you partner with people who have this much circle of influence more than yours. Partner with people who have now from this distance to this distance of expertise, and so on. These are the people, when you collaborate with them, you have already charted the course of reaching there. Okay, now let me give you an example. Now let's say you are an author. Okay, if you can tie up with a good editorial team, all right, that already takes care of this avenue that you have no idea about. What if you could befriend or partner with a great publishing team? Now that takes care of this distance which you have no idea or expertise about. What if you partner and tie up with a PR firm and so on, which will start now taking blocks of your goal, because they are experts at it and they can deliver to you this distance with love, with ease, with fun, and perhaps at rocket speed. Now here is the thing, why should this team tie up with you? Why? Okay, why you? And that is where your week before, the practice steps that you had put in come into play, that you have to be so good at your craft, so dedicated and so committed, that when you show that to this team, they say, that's the guy I want to work with. Okay, now let's say, for example, you approach the biggest publishing house that you know will bridge this gap for you toward your goal. Why should they publish with you? Why? There are so many other authors. Like I said, there is this whole bank of tens of thousands of people. What makes you special? Okay, your next 2 weeks are about proving to this guy that you are the right candidate for actually his dreams also forward, because even this guy has a dream, a goal, a vision, and in you partnering with him, you are also furthering his dream. Now if you can have a partnership like that, my friend, you are going to make it to the top 10, which we discussed about last week, in record time. And that's when you tell the publisher, you know why me? Because I write books in 5 days. You know why me? Because I already have these 2 books written. Now imagine when a publisher goes to meet an author, the author generally doesn't have a book, or has a book that is unedited, or a manuscript which is just written as a draft, and you say, I've also gotten it edited. My God, you already are in that league of 100 people that he is hunting for, and your chances become higher. People will take notice only if you have done your own groundwork, like discussed last week, because you will need this. Look, you can't be an editor, you can't start a publishing house, now you can't start a PR company. That will set you off another 5 years, 10 years. You need these collaborations no matter who you are, whether you want to be a motivational speaker, a swim coach, a great student, you want to get fit, you want to run the marathon, you want to become the Iron Lady. Whatever your goals are, you will need these collaborations, and collaborating with the best is what is going to take you forward. And when you have the aspiration to collaborate with the best, guess what? They also want to collaborate with the best. How are you going to show them that you have that potential? Maybe it's not all visible now, but look what I have done in 2 weeks, and by that measure you can sense that if I can get this done in 2 weeks, what will I get done in 1 year? So your own practice, your own groundwork, your own improvement, your own dedication, your own warding off distractions and staying focused is going to take you forward in this elite league where success becomes a pleasure, where you're not dying at the finish line, where you're running with 6 other people and 6 of you are winning and sharing equally. Now, the step 2 is this, that first is you have proven to them that you are the one by your own commitment. Second is what's in for them. You know, everybody is in for their own success as well. Isn't that true? When you tie up with people, you're also looking at what's in it for me. Everybody is thinking that, what's in it for me? Of course, there is a standard thing they will get like you will get, but you make that partnership stronger when you offer them over and beyond saying, look, you edit my book and I will give you 1 page of dedication with your website. Now that is exciting for this guy, because look, you are not only sharing the credit, you are also sharing future reference back to his work to increase his business. If you can give somebody more than others give, you will get from him more than what he will give to somebody else. If you tell the publisher, wherever I go, I'm going to put you forward first, I'm going to do my next 7 books with you at the cost that you are signing me up today, he's going to take more care of you. This is over and above. You know, you see business ventures, you see tie-ups where people get investors on board. They don't come for free. They will take a profit, a share of the profit. Nobody is doing anybody a favor. But if you can show these people, I will give you that which I don't even have today. I will give you that part of my success which I also have not yet seen. You know, people are already insecure of parting with what they have today, and they are even more stubborn and more insecure about parting which they don't have. You know, you go ahead and say, I will give you more. And you know what? Just that offer ties in a greater commitment to you. So here is your assignment for the day. So here is what you will write in the comment sections. Actually, it's in 2 parts. First is, what results are you going to show me in 2 weeks? What results are you going to show all others who are also reading your comments and participating in this workshop? Come on, get going, stronger, better, faster, put everything away. Create magic in 2 weeks and commit that in 2 weeks I am going to show you this, I am going to deliver that. And you know, a written word is very powerful, and when a written word is made public, my God, you have actually set yourself up for a very high level of commitment that you cannot back out of. So first step is write this in the comment section. What are you going to show me in 2 weeks that if I were that partner for you, why will I invest in you? Show me that. Once you do that, okay, then as step 2, you will write in the comment section, what kind of collaborations do you want? Get creative. Even if you're a student, I am sure there is somebody you can partner with who will help you, who will add more value to you, that if you were to do it all alone, probably it wouldn't even be worth it. Probably you would, you know, exhaust every resource and energy that you would have, that when this person comes on board, now it will be magical. Now will be the funnest, most beautiful ride ever. That you are a swim coach, that you're a businessman, that you have a travel agency, that you're a motivational speaker, that you want to be a stand-up comedian. What kind of collaborations will you need? List them out. See, you're declaring it. Like I said, this is a forum of like-minded people. You never know, one of those people are right here. You never know, one of these people bump into the video and say, hey, this is the kind of guy I want. Do not underestimate the power of the written word. So I have given you a lot of work, and that is what it is going to take to get to the life of your dreams. And I want you to know that I am committed beyond commitment to make this happen for you. And like I said in the beginning of the video, I want more people finishing than had even enrolled in the beginning of this workshop. Let's make this happen. I believe in you. The fact that you are here, I know that is evidence of your commitment to get there this time, and I will do everything in my ability to keep pushing you to get to the finish. Thank you very much for watching. I'm with you.